Welcome back to Consider This. I'm Melissa Idris with me, Sharad Kutan. Now here's what we want you to consider tonight. Recently, the proposed future developments for Kampong Bharu in KL were shared with the public, and this included plans for a new tower. So according to Bernama, the proposed tower will be called Menara Mercu Tanda, although we're not sure whether that's the actual real name. It's going to be 93 stories tall. Now, the design of the tower takes inspiration from the traditional Malay sampin and the tengkolok. What do you think about it, Sharad?
Well, you know, I was watching social media and it was extraordinary, the kind of pushback, at least within my part of the Twitter sphere, as it were, which tends to be very urban and liberal, and also, I think, cognizant of the tone in which government should be proposing things, right? So they're very critical generally. And Melissa, I thought what was interesting is many people said, not another tower. Do we really need a skyscraper? Is this in tune with actually the tenor of the times? We're facing a climate crisis. Do we need more concrete structures? And if Kampong Bharu is to be changed and remade in an image of something else, why does it have to be remade in a mid-20th century image, which is of skyscrapers? Right,
those tall phallic-shaped buildings.
Absolutely.
As said on Twitter, the conversations surrounding that have been quite hilarious. I have to say, I mean, a large part of Kampong Bharu's development has been fixated or focused on its real estate value, right? So this is prime land within the city centre, and that has been the defining part of its redevelopment. Now, the question really is, Kampong Bharu is so much more than that. It has 119 years of history. Why not look at redefining its heritage, perhaps making it for, preserving the heritage for tourism, perhaps, considerations of a green lung in the city would have been wonderful.
Right, some people will say that what we need is a very pragmatic approach to this. Let's give the maximum economic benefit to the descendants of those who first pioneered opening up Kuala Lumpur and set up their lives in Kampong Bharu. Others are saying, well, and perhaps accused of sentimentality, wanting to preserve it as an in terms of its symbolism and in terms of the Malay community's presence in Kuala Lumpur and so on and so forth. So I mean, I think there's a tussle, and it's very hard for me personally when I look at this, because it seems to be a conversation we return to every other year. Or is it every year that we return to? What is it we're going to do with Kampong Bharu?
Well, okay, there you have it. That's our take on what's happening with the redevelopment in Kampong Bharu. And that's all the time we have for you tonight. I'm Melissa Idris. With me, Sharad Kutan. We will be back with you same time tomorrow night for another edition of Consider This, only on Astro AWANI.